Hello YouTube. So today I am out test riding a Honda. Yep, a Honda. And remember, I've never owned a Honda apart from my lawnmower. A Honda Africa Twin Adventure DCT. Now, I wouldn't buy a DCT, let's get that absolutely straight right away, because an automatic gearbox on a bike is just plain weird. But it's what they've got as a demo, so I've got to remember, I mean, it is way out of reach, but there's a handbrake where the clutch should be. But it is way out of reach. You can't actually pull it accidentally instead of the clutch. So there's no clutch. I'm currently in auto mode. Apparently you can switch the auto mode off into manual, and then you got like flappy paddles like in a car. Other than that, it's the adventure model, so it's the brand new model with ride by wire. So you've got more rider settings, it's got the much bigger fuel tank, and it's got what I think is an absolutely really gorgeous colour scheme. Oh, and of course it's also got the engine protection bars. So far it's I tell you what, it's flipping high up though. I am on tippy toes, and I'm 5'11". So I don't really know where I'm going. I'm not going to take it off-road. Part of the reason for buying one of these would be to be able to do a bit of off-road, but I'm not doing off-road because clearly it's a test ride and I am no off-road guru. So the last thing I want to do is to drop a test ride bike. So the seat seems quite hard. But yeah, the idea is just to get out. I'm going to obviously find some roads where I can open it up a little bit and just see if it's got any kind of performance. I'm kind of in the wrong lane, but I'm sure I can sort that mess out at some point. I actually had to show the salesman how to flick it into gear in the auto mode. I didn't have a clue, I just worked it out. You got your neutral and DS over here, and DS is drive. I imagine S is something else, sport mode or something, I don't know. And then you got the manual button here, so then you can flick it into, I think he said you got to be engine running but stationary to flick it into flappy paddle mode. But at the end of the day, it's still not got a clutch, so chances of me using the flappy paddles are zilch, so I'm not going to even bother testing those. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down some more windy country roads initially that might have potholes, so I can see what kind of smoothness it's got over potholes. But it's got a nice feel. It doesn't feel heavy, just feels mighty high. So yeah, if I am to swap the Harley, a lot depends on what these guys offer me for mine, obviously, as to what I would do. But currently my thinking is between this and certainly the adventure model, but not with the adventure model with the manual gearbox, or the GS or the R1200 GS Adventure Rally. I like that one, but there is a massive price differential between the two. Oh, front brakes are quite sharp. There was a bit of dive go on there. Oh, keep going for the clutch. So weird. I don't know, it just feels like I've got a lack of control, because you can use your gears for engine braking, slowing down, all sorts, but relying on the auto gearbox to do it for you just seems weird. I wouldn't say it glided over those potholes then, but it certainly went a lot smoother than my Harley would have done. To be fair, it feels quite nippy. I should have cleaned my visor before I came out, but so yeah, if this is the first time viewing my channel or one of my videos, I'm not the world's greatest bike reviewers. I get out on them occasionally, and I shoot from the hip really. I pretty much say whether I like a bike or not. I know fairly quickly whether I like a bike. And I haven't researched all power settings, albeit I think this one's got somewhere around 96 brake horsepower, so it's not going to set the world on fire in terms of top end speed. I imagine it'll do about 130ish if you wanted that, which I do like top end speed. So if I do go for adventure bike, unless I go for the stonking, well, I suppose there's two choices really. Go for one of the KTMs and have an absolute fruitcake of a off-road bike or stroke adventure bike, but not really brilliant for off-road. Or go for the Triumph Explorer 1200, which I had before, remember, and that triple engine is stonking. That'll do 145 easy peasy. But the bike is so damn top heavy that you just couldn't take it off-road before. I mean, it's hard enough on the road holding it up when you're going when you're stationary, let alone off-road. So I have test rode an older 1200 TE BMW, and I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked how light it felt compared to the Triumph, because the because of the boxer engine, it's got much better centre of gravity, so the weight is all low down. So it's obviously still a very heavy beast, but it blew my mind, because I've still got to upload that video actually. In fact, I've still got to edit that video. But yeah, I really did enjoy riding that one. That was a 1200, I think that was a 2012, 2013 GS 1200, but it was the TE model, so it had a lot of the gizmos and extras. And Jesus, this bike is so high. Right, I'm gonna just try standing up a bit. Actually, it's really comfy I mean, not comfy, well, I suppose it is. The arms seem pretty good. I mean, I could go up there, but I'm not going to do any off-road, like I said. I'm just going to do the lanes, the road lanes. Technically, the green lanes, of course, are roads, but, you know. So, anyway, back to the GS. Yeah, that shocked me how light it felt compared to my Triumph. Hence why I'm considering something like the GS or even this. I think this would probably be better off-road. I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure about the seat right now. It does feel a very hard seat. It doesn't feel like a kind of bike that I could do thousands of miles touring. Of course, everyone's different, so if you're reviewing this and you go, oh, I got the adventure and the seat is perfect, it may well be for you. We are all different. All human beings are different, and we all have a different view on seating. It's the same as my GSXR 1000 K7 that I had. I could ride that bike all day long, and it's a pure out and out sports bike, but I could ride it all day long and not have any discomfort at all. Others could ride it and they'd be agony in 20 minutes. So all I'm saying is, if I'm saying I don't like something about this bike, it doesn't mean it's rubbish. It doesn't mean to say you've not experienced that. What it does mean is I don't necessarily like it. But so far, I mean, it is really nippy. So far, the only thing that I don't like is potentially the seat. And of course, the seat could wear in after a while. It could just be hard because this bike's only got 70 miles on it. But I could certainly imagine getting from A to B rather rapidly on this thing. So, again, if you're new to my channel, I've got 1,050 subscribers, so I'm small fry, but I'm not tadpole material anymore. I'm still waiting on YouTube monetizing my channel back because I got caught in the less than 1,000 subscriber thing for a while there. I upload quite a mix. I'm a drone pilot, so I upload a lot of drone videos of the Isle of Man. I live on the Isle of Man, so I upload drone footage of the Isle of Man, and obviously if I visit the UK then I will do drone footage over there as well. I also upload videos of me out on my bikes, whichever one that is. I've got quite a few bikes. I've got the Harley at the moment, GSXR 750 S-Rad, and I've got an off-roader, but I've never got that sorted yet. I'm also currently uploading TT footage, so, and when I get the chance like this, I'll upload a demo ride on bikes. So yeah, it's quite an eclectic channel. It's not a one subject channel. Change gear then. Surely I'm still in automatic. I'm not just stuck in second gear, am I? That would be a bit rubbish. I might be in sport mode, which means it changes at lower. So if I change it back to D, presumably it will change gear. Yeah, it changes gear more often. Quicker, shorter rev range. I imagine the S. So I might have learnt that. Oh, where's the clutch? Weird. So I said I'd be about half an hour. I think I'm going to be a tad longer than that. Second, third. So it's changing at around 4,000 revs in normal drive mode. Hopefully I get up here and the mountain's open. It does dive under braking a bit. Seem to be stuck in third gear again now. I'm definitely in drive. Third. Fourth. So it is going up into fourth, that's fine. Now if I go into sport mode, still in drive. You have to be a little bit careful about the sheep up here. Right, now I'm in sport mode, so what does that do? Yeah, it revs a lot longer. Look at the fog up on Snaefell. How cool is that? Or the cloud. Oh yeah, it revs a lot longer in sport or S mode. Quite a quick little beast, really. Kind of a shame I'm stuck behind Mr. Slow BMW, but I'm sure we can sort that one out pretty soon. Like now. I imagine mileometer is in miles per hour. Don't really know. MPH, yeah, so I hit 105 then. The front brake is mental. Right, so we're coming up to a section of the mountain. Do not turn left here. Bikers watching, no doubt, to watch someone crash. I'm going to take it easy here because it is. It's one way, by the way, so when you see me going round corners blind, at the moment it's one way. So don't think what a twat. And I do know the road reasonably well. So like this one, in, out, round the van, back in, down to Windy Corner. Goes alright, doesn't it? I don't know what speed I got up to, but I passed a few bikers and I'm just on a demo ride. So actually I like it. As I've said, I would not have the DCT. I'm not spending £1,000 to take some of the controls away from myself. But it's a very well sorted. I mean, the paintwork is awesome. The paintwork really is nice. Cregny Bar, very busy, even at this time of the day. It handled nicely up on the mountain there. Didn't get the weird weave on thing that you can get with some of these taller bikes. I better not get caught speeding though. I think it's 60 down here. God, I hope so, because I'm in trouble if not. He has got his thing on. Then we got 40, and the police are back down here as well. There we go. We'll go at 40, shall we? Yep, clearly I wasn't speeding. I did see a 60 sign, but you never know if they sneak in a 50 a bit later on. They are, during TT, by all means use the unlimited zones for what they're designed for, fun with a capital F, but don't speed where there's speed limits in the 30s, 40s and 50s, because they will do you. They will throw the book at you. So yeah, that's pretty much the fun factor dealt with. I've ridden it probably a bit longer than I said I was going to be. But it's hard to have a sense of time when you're on a bike. And I really like it. It takes some getting used to the height though, Jesus. I think this bike's taller than my flipping Triumph was. Oh no, I'm going to have to put my feet down again. On a hill. Jeez. Oh dear. That's another thing about me and test riding. I can moan about the most stupid things. Back brake's good. I'd probably be inclined to use the back brake a bit more if I bought one of these, because it dives under front brake. That's all it is. It's me out testing an Africa Twin adventure with the DCT gearbox. Which the DCT gearbox has actually turned out better than I expected, but I still wouldn't have one. Okay, so I'll probably leave a little bit of footage of me going along the prom. You can see all the bikes parked up. Albeit a lot of them will be out on rides like these guys, because today is a non-race day, so everyone will be out sightseeing. So yeah, everyone will be out sightseeing. There's the tram, and I'm going to get this back, and I'm going to get my Harley home, and then I'm going to go out with the drone. There's a little bit of breeze, but I am going to get out with the drone and try and capture some of the ambiance of the Isle of Man TT. So I will try various locations, Cregnabar, Bungalow, maybe some campsites, and that will be my day now, because it's my birthday, by the way. So on the basis that it's my birthday, if you'd like to subscribe, then that'd be awesome. Cheers. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. See, why is it in such a high gear? Sure it should. See, all these electronics. Now it's finally got itself into first, because I've virtually come to a standstill. All instantly into second, instantly into third, instantly into fourth, and now it's doing under 2,000 revs and I'm only doing 25 mile an hour, but I'm already in fourth gear.